Hi, I'm Kat and I play Red. Today we're going to do something a little different. Obviously, normally we do a 10-minute teach. Today is going to be a 2-minute teach. The game we're going to look at is something really simple, but it's so beautiful that I wanted to share it with you all. So today we're going to be looking at Canvas from Road to Infamy games. This is my Kickstarter version that arrived yesterday. They've had all sorts of problems with getting the UK copies here, bless them. And there is a Kickstarter launching in, I think, a couple of weeks with an expansion for it, and presumably you're going to be able to get the base game again. This is the deluxe edition, obviously, because I'm worth it. Let's have a look at it. So, not only does this box have a little hanger on the back, so you can put it on the wall as a piece of art, it's also got this handy dandy cutout to help you get the game out of the box. So, rulebook, obviously, gorgeous finish, little easels. These were the deluxe edition, the easels, so these don't come as standard. I'm not going to put them all up, am I? And here is our playmat. So obviously after a few plays it will flatten out. A bit more than this. Let's do that. Each player will start by taking 3 of these base cards that are sleeved, and these are essentially the backgrounds to the paintings you're going to create. So let's have a look. Let's just pick some at random. Kind of like the pattern on that. There's nothing red. Ooh, green forest. Yeah, we like those. Let's take those 3. And the cards come in this little box. We've actually got all the extra cards in here. Like that. And that goes there. Now, these are your missions for the game. These cards are what are going to give you points. So we're going to do it randomly. And put these down. Now the base game, plunk, comes with these cardboard rosettes and palettes, your inspiration tokens. We have got fancy schmancy wooden ones. So we've got the board set up here. We've got 5 random art cards here, and the rest of them shuffled up and in the box there. And we've got 4 random scoring cards. I have 4 of these inspiration tokens, which are these amazing little wooden palettes. I don't know. See? They're pretty cool, aren't they? So these are inspiration tokens. And we've then got purple, blue, green, red and grey rosettes. I had problems thinking of colours. Not the right game to be playing. So, in my turn, I can do 2 actions. I can either take one of these art cards from the board here, or I can create a piece of art. At the moment, I have no art cards. I can't create any art. So I'm going to have to take one of these. So, like many other games, if you take from the row, you're going to have to pay for the cards further down the line. So, let's have a quick look at what we've got. I quite like this surrender because of this scoring card. This says, basically, I need 2 matching symbols in red and purple or yellow and blue. So I'm looking and immediately I can see, oh no, I can't see. Here and here we've got a yellow and blue that match. Ah, there, blue. Hey. Let's say I want to take the Wandering card for starters. So I'm going to place inspiration tokens on these 3 art cards and take that into my hand. I can have up to 5 of these art cards in my hand at any time, and I must use 3 to complete a work of art. Let's move these down. Oops, that way up. So, in my second turn, I had a plan, didn't I? I'm going to take Forbidden. So, I take any inspiration tokens on it and the art card. So, I have these 2 cards in my hand. So let's move these up and pop another art card. Oh, I like the deep. That's pretty. And then let's just grab something to show you. Let's take Mistake. Seems about right. So I've got 3 and I can look at building a piece of art at this point, but I want to score as well as I can, which is problematic. So let's have a look. Now bear in mind, if I was to put them into the art like this, that blue is going to cover the blue underneath it. So you need to take note which way round the cards go, because some stuff you're going to see and some you're not going to see. I am going to do this and I can put it in any of my art cards here. Let's pop that in there. So now the piece of work I've created is Forbidden Mistake, and I'm going to score it. The first thing here says I get this rosette per colour swatch on there, and I have 1 of them. So I'm going to take one of these grey rosettes. At the end of the game, these are worth 2 points each. So I take that and pop that. Now let's work through the scoring cards and see what we've got. Composition wants me to have all 5 colour swatches, which I've actually got. So I'm going to take a red token. Here I need 2 matching symbols in red and purple or yellow and blue. My red and purple don't match, but my yellow and blue, I've actually got 2 different matching symbols. So for that, I get to take 2 green ribbons. Here, the number of suns I have must be equal or more than the total of other symbols, which I don't have. I have 2 suns and I have a whole host of other things. Proximity. Now this requires me to have a square next to a sun, which I've got here and here. So again, I'm going to get 2 purple ribbons and pop them. Then I get to proudly display Forbidden Mistake as one of my pieces of art. So I'm now going into my next turn. I have no inspiration tokens left, so I have no choice but to surrender and take the first card. So I take that, I get the 2 inspiration tokens and pop that there, move everything down and refill. So play continues like this. All of these cards come with plastic film. If you've played like Mystic Vale from AEG, you'll be used to it. Here you go, look. So some of these cards have got it on still, some haven't. So you might notice a slight difference in the way some of the cards look. That's just us being lazy and taking them off as we go. Now let's have a look at what I want. That's the only yellow on the board, so if I want the composition, then I need to take nature. Oh my goodness, we could have exploding nature. That would be amusing. I'm going to take exploding. Goes nicely with my cannon, doesn't it? Move these down. Obviously your opponent is taking turns and possibly taking cards you want. Let's have a look. I'm going to take nature because I need some tokens. Move everything down. Melancholy. What do I want in terms of scoring? I want stars and squares next to each other, so oh word, this is hard, of course. And let's take adventure. That's 4, so I'm allowed to have 4. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. I don't think I've seen that one before. Precious, with the little dog there. And let's have a look. Red. I'm overthinking this. I should warn you, I'm thinking far too much. I'm going to take deep. Right. So now I have 5 art cards. So I can't take any more from the middle. So I don't know how easy it is. Let's move all this up. So now I need to build a piece of art using 3 of these cards and trying to score some points. So, see, this blue here will score me grey rosettes for every symbol like that I have. However, if I put it there, it actually blocks that out. So that's a bit rubbish. These ones are quite nice together. And kind of want a green, don't I? Right, I'm just going to go. I'm going to do this. So I am going to create Exploring Nature. Should have had a green card. Let's put that here. These look like petals and stuff. Let's put those 3 in. And let's score the art. So, composition, 1 of each colour. I get my red rosette. 2 matching symbols in red and purple or yellow and blue. No, I failed. Also failed on hierarchy because I've got 1 of those and 2. And I failed here. However, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 grey rosettes. Which, you know, 6 points. Not to be sniffed at. So that is my second piece of art. And I'm going to go into my next turn with these 2 cards and my final piece of art waiting to be made. So let's take some stuff. I'm going to take Pride because this is probably my favourite of the cards I've seen so far. Bit of a nod to Freddie Mercury there, which we approve wholeheartedly of. So I'm going to take that card just for that reason, which, you know, I don't know, is that sad? I don't think it's sad. We all need to be more Freddie. And I'm going to take Precious because it's a cute dog. Oh my God. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And I'm going to take Nightmare because that's got a purple and I don't have a purple. So, my 5 art cards, let's create some art. So, I've got all the colours, 1, 2, 3. So, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use 3 of these. We're going to have Precious Nightmare, for sure. And then we need to decide what blue... Oh, this isn't very good. It's not a good scoring one for me, is it? Maybe let's do that. Yes, I'm going to do it that way, I think. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Right, I'm going to do it that way. And we have Precious Pride as my last piece of art. So, again, I get the Composition Award. I get 1 grey rosette for each one of these symbols, so I get 1 of them. 2 matching symbols in red and purple, yay! Red and purple, I have a triangle, so I get a green rosette. I don't have more suns than anything else, and I failed on the proximity challenge. So, but that is my last piece of art. So, my 3 pieces of art. Let's line them up nicely. So, what did I end up with in the end? I've got Precious Pride, Exploding Nature, and what's that one? Forbidden Mistake. My 3 artworks. So, let's have a look at how we scored. So, on the composition, I've actually got 3 red ribbons. So, that is going to score me 9 points. So, if I only had 1, I'd get 1 point. If I had 2, I'd get 3 points. I have 3, so I get 9. 9 points for that. Greens, I managed to get 3. So 6 points there, so 15. I didn't manage to get any blues, which is pretty terrible. 2 purples on the proximity, so 5 points, so 20 points. And then 2 points for each of my greys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another 10 points, so 30 points overall. So canvas, to be honest, is much lighter than a lot of the games we normally play. I picked it up on Kickstarter because it goes up to 5 players. I have a couple of friends who are artists, so I knew I could grab them immediately on theme. Playing it the first few times, I think I'm going to realise that it's actually a little bit heavier than I thought. The rules are obviously really simple. You take a piece of art or you create a masterpiece. However, you're never going to be able to get all of these scoring points. So over the course of the game, you need to kind of make decisions about which ones are more important. Do you focus on one specific type and go for the big points? Do you try and just go all out on the greys? So there's a bit more strategy than I suspected. However, look at these cards. This artwork is gorgeous. I love the fact that you're creating real pieces of artwork. Regardless of whether things score you well, you might decide that you like the look of something and play it for that reason. Maybe not the best example, but you know, the overlaying to create the images is gorgeous. It's a really clever mechanic. Obviously, we've seen other games using these see-through cards, but not in this way. And I think canvas really is something beautiful to behold, which is kind of why I wanted to show it. to you guys. The deluxe version is well worth the money, I'd say. These little rosettes are gorgeous. I love the fact that, if you notice, they're all slightly different as well. What am I missing? The blue one. The little tails on them are different, which is a really neat little thing. And of course the inspiration tokens, these little palettes. It's just a gorgeous game. What can I say? And this is coming from someone who doesn't get suckered in by theme and yeah, it's lovely. It's very pleasant to play because it's very relaxed. It's not going to last too long. You know, the longest it's going to be would be, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 rounds. That's it. So it's never going to outstay its welcome. So I picked it up because I thought it would be a great introductory game for some people. It's a great game for artists, and it goes to 5. So check it out. I think it's like the 14th or 15th of April, something like that. The Kickstarter's coming out for the expansion. I guess we'll be backing that. And I suspect they'll have the base game as well. So have a look at Canvas from Road to Infamy Games. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, click like and subscribe, all that stuff. All my links are down below. Come and say hello to me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're actually doing a 365 by 1 this year. So we're playing 365 different games at least once. I'm currently posting all of that over on Instagram. Go and have a look. There's some really random stuff we're digging out from the back of cupboards, and so that's fun. So come and say hello. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Is that straight?